Welcome to this video. This is AQA GCSE 9 to 1 Religious Studies Specification A, and today I will be giving the first of our videos about Islam, and I'm helping you to revise for your exam. Remember that the two exams that you will need to take, in a sense, is one is about beliefs and teachings, and the other, which we'll be doing later, will be about practices. But I want to concentrate today on the beliefs and teachings section of your exam and Islam. And so what we've done here is we've given the main topics that you should be studying in order to get that 9, the top marks that, of course, all of you guys who watch these videos will really want to be aiming for, and this video will definitely help you. Now, a word of warning about this topic of Islam. There's no doubt that most pupils find this by far the hardest topic, and it's partly, I think, because you're encountering a lot of new words. Some of the words are written in English, but they're actually Arabic words, and it can be very difficult for pupils who've never studied Islam to get it right. Now, the truth of the matter is, you just got to learn it. You know, it's I will give you as much help as I can with these videos to give you all the concepts and what you need to know in order to do well in the exam. But the truth is, some things in life are you just have to study, and this is one area where you just have to study it, I'm afraid. So you will have a lot of concepts. I want to show you guys the book that we're using, which is this green book. It's pretty good. But it helps to really think hard about what's being said as you go through. And the section we're going to look at today, I'm just going to do an overview today of what you need to study with Islam, beliefs and teachings. So if you want to follow the textbook, you're looking at page 113. Well, the first thing you need to know is the difference between Sunni and Shia Islam. And as we go on, we will see some of those differences. The second thing I think you want to really know is the 6 articles of Sunni Islam. You need to know what the word Tawheed means, or the oneness of Allah, which is what Tawheed means. You need to know what angels do. You need to know the 5 sources of authority in Sunni Islam. You need to know prophets and messengers. You need to know what the Day of Judgment is, and you need to know what the supremacy of Allah means. Now, as you, of course, will see in the textbook, sometimes these things are described in greater detail in different places. So what we'll try and do is, as we go along, we'll try and show you what you need to know in each of those points. The next thing you need to know is the 5 roots of Usul ad-Din, which is in Shia Islam. Now, Usul ad-Din simply means the foundations of the faith. It's something you guys need to know. And again, it's Tawheed, and you'll notice that that same thing there, Tawheed, is in the same thing as Sunni as well as Shia. You just need to know sometimes there are similarities and sometimes slight differences as well. Now, I'm just going to pause this video for a second, or I want you to pause it. What does the word Tawheed mean? If you have the oneness of Allah, you've been listening, well done, that's very good. So that's excellent. So let's carry on. So resurrection, resurrection means that humans will be physically resurrected, rise from the dead, to stand judgment in Islam. We'll talk more about that later. Leadership, I put here. Sometimes we could call it as the imamate. We'll talk about that later. Prophethood and the justice of Allah, or adalat. So you need to know that. Next thing you need to know is the nature of Allah. Again, we've got Tawheed again. You see all of these things. You know, sometimes they repeat, but we get more depth as we go along. Immanence, transcendence, beneficence, Allah as merciful, Allah with total omnipotence, all-knowing, the creator, just and fair. So we'll come across those concepts a bit later. Once we've done that, we then need to look at authority, or the concept of Risalah, which flows, if you like, through the whole of life. And Risalah here is the communication between man, or humanity, and Allah in the form of books, angels, and prophets. So we need to know something about that. And in the exam, of course, you will need to know what the prophets Adam, Ibrahim, and Muhammad, you need to know something about their life and why they are important. So we'll be able to look at that in future videos. You will notice, of course, that Ibrahim was spelt like this. Of course, in Judaism and Christianity, this name is often as Abraham, and it can confuse pupils who have not studied Islam before, but may have some understanding of Christian or Jewish traditions. So it's worth knowing that from the start. Then we go on to Muhammad's Sunna and Hadith. We need to look at the Quran. Watch where that little thing goes there. You know, you've got to look where the apostrophe goes. That's where it should be. Then Torah and the scrolls of Ibrahim, the Psalms and the Gospels. So it's important to know where the authority lies, if you like, for Muslims. Now we carry on, and you see that angels are also very important, and you really need to know something about Jibril, again in Judeo and Christian tradition, Gabriel, Michael, which again is Michael, and Azrael, who's the angel of death. So you need to know all of that as well. The sixth thing I want you to learn, and we'll teach you a video on that, is Akira, which is the belief in life after death and the end of the world. And the seventh thing is the day of judgment, and paradise and hell, Jannah and Jahannam. It's very important that you make sure that you understand what those two words mean. Paradise is Jahannam, and oh look, you can see I've even made a mistake there. Jahannam is hell. The next thing is Al-Qaeda and human freedom. Now, Al-Qaeda means that everything, if you like, happens as a result of Allah's will. If you like, it's a predestination of Allah's will. We'll talk about that later. Well, those are topics you need to know. You probably ought to make some notes on all of this, because these will form the basis of your 4, 5 and 12 mark questions, the 1 and 2 markers as well. And so we'll take you through, after we've done some revision, some model 12 markers maybe, just so to build up some confidence so that you know exactly what you're doing in the exam. I would suggest that this this particular part of the GCSE, I would suggest as a teacher, is the hardest, but it's also very rewarding when you guys get it done, because you'll know that you'll be doing well in the future, and I'm sure that it'll help to increase your chances of getting a higher mark in your GCSE. Well, do like this video. If tick the box, any comments is great. Do subscribe if you want to have any more videos, and I look forward to seeing you as we do more revision as we go along. This is the Revs class. Good to see you guys. Do not just put those comments in the bottom. Put those comments in there and like this video. Thanks a lot. Bye bye bye.